So you're using AI tools, you're getting the hang of them, but are you making any money from those skills yet? If not, you are sitting on a gold mine. In this explainer, we're going to lay out a practical blueprint for turning what you know about AI into digital products that people are actually excited to buy, things like prompt packs and ready-made workflows.
Okay, let's kick things off with a number that might just blow your mind. 40%. It turns out that solopreneurs can spend up to 40% of their non-client hours on admin and content tasks. Think about that. That is a huge chunk of their week spent on things that aren't directly making them money.
But here's where we flip the script. You shouldn't see that as just a burden for them. No, you should see it as a massive market opportunity for you. All of that wasted time has created this huge urgent demand for AI-powered shortcuts, and trust me, people are out there looking for them right now.
So that leads to the big question, right? How do you actually turn their problem into your profit? Well, the answer is to package up your own unique AI insights, the shortcuts and the workflows you've already figured out, into products that give other people instant, measurable results.
All right, let's get down to brass tacks and talk about what your first AI product could actually be. The market for this stuff is absolutely exploding, and it's being driven by solopreneurs, creatives, and small businesses who are all desperate to save time and, just get better results with AI.
The easiest, most accessible place to jump in, it's got to be ChatGPT prompt packs. These are so incredibly versatile. You could create a pack for a super specific niche like, say, financial coaches or podcasters. Or you could focus on a specific task, like prompts for writing sales scripts, creating productivity routines, or even automating client onboarding. Ready to level up? The next step is creating full AI-powered workflows. Now, think of these as complete, ready-to-use systems. You could build them in something like Notion or just as a PDF. We're talking about an AI-driven daily planner, a social media content machine, or even a whole system for building a visual brand with Midjourney. You're selling an entire solution.
And hey, for all you creative folks out there, the potential in AI visual kits is just enormous. You could sell prompt packs for tools like Midjourney or Leonardo that can generate entire branding kits, product mockups, killer YouTube thumbnails, even beautiful ebook cover designs.
This quote right here, this is the absolute key to all of this. It's not really about the line of code or the command itself. You are selling the outcome. You're selling the result. You're selling the shortcut. You are selling the recipe for success, not just the ingredients.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds kind of complicated, but honestly, the tools you need are probably things you're already using. You can do pretty much everything with just 3 things: Canva for your graphics, Notion for building out your templates, and of course, ChatGPT to write and test your prompts. And the best part? No coding required. At all.
Okay, so you've built an amazing product. Now comes the really important part. Let's get you paid. We're going to talk about where and how to sell these things, covering the best platforms and, critically, how to price your products so they actually sell.
So, where do you actually sell this stuff? Let's break down 3 of the best options. Gumroad is fantastic. It's super simple and makes bundling products a breeze. Ko-fi is really built for creators, so it's great if you're thinking about memberships. And then there's Etsy. Its huge advantage is the built-in traffic, which makes it absolutely perfect for digital downloads and visual kits.
Now for the million-dollar question. Pricing. For a starter prompt pack, maybe 10 to 15 really high-quality prompts, this sweet spot is right around $7 to $12. At that price, it's an impulse buy for most people. It's a super low-risk way for them to try out your stuff and for you to get your first customers.
Then, as you start creating more specialized or bigger prompt packs, say one with 30 to 50 prompts for a really specific niche, you can definitely move into a more premium price range. Here, you're looking at something like $19 to $39. That price reflects the higher value and the deeper expertise you're offering.
And for those complete workflow kits, especially if you add in extras like templates or little audio guides, you can absolutely price those from $49 all the way up to $97 or even more. At this level, you're not just selling prompts, you're selling a whole system that can totally transform someone's workflow, and that value is worth paying for.
So, putting all of these pieces together, the product, the platform, the pricing, I get it. It can feel a little overwhelming, but don't worry. To bring some structure to all of this, there's a really cool system designed to guide you all the way from idea to income. It's called the Favor Seeds Framework.
And look, this is way more than just some clever acronym. It's a real, values-driven, step-by-step plan that's designed to take you confidently from that initial mindset shift all the way to monetization.
Let's break down the first half, which is really your foundation.
F is for faith. You have to believe your knowledge is worth paying for. A is for action. Just start now. Don't wait for it to be perfect. V is for value. Solve a real specific problem. S is for simplify. Offer those shortcuts people crave. And D is for deliver. Promise a measurable outcome and then deliver on it.
And the second half of this framework, well, that's your growth engine. O is for opportunities. Turn those free prompts into paid products. E is for earn. Price smart. R is for repetition. Consistency is what builds an audience. The next E is engage. Share those success stories. And finally, S is for scale. Batch create and automate your systems.
Okay, so that's the theory, but what does this actually look like in practice? Let's put it all together and see what it takes to go from just an idea to a real, tangible source of income. I want you to imagine creating a product bundle like this. Let's call it the AI Starter Vault. It could have, say, 5 different prompt packs, a few workflow templates, some mini audio guides, an income tracker, even a sales page template they can use. When you bundle value like this, you're literally giving someone everything they need to get started.
Look, at the end of the day, this is about so much more than just learning the technical side of AI tools. It's about a fundamental shift in your mindset. It's about moving from being a passive consumer of AI to becoming an active creator who uses it to make a real impact and a real income.
This is really all about empowering yourself to build something new and find your own unique angle. So as you go about your week, I want to leave you with one final thought to chew on. Based on what you uniquely know, what's the one shortcut you could package up and offer to someone right now?